Hey everyone, welcome to Real Knowledge Club AI Summit. Today we have one of the most remarkable guests, one of the most inspiring rags to riches stories all the way from Hyderabad, India. Today we have one of the most impactful, one of the most prolific thought leaders, AI thought leaders who has built one of the biggest communities in India and one of the biggest AI agency as well. And today's guest is none other than like Avinash Mada, who is the founder of Freedom with AI, the second largest AI company, empowering learners from not just one country, 78 countries all over the world in across like six plus continents. Avinash's journey is nothing short like extraordinary. Today, you learn exactly how to become millionaire ethically in the fastest time possible, starting an AI agency, and how you can win in 2026. And Avinash is also author of one of the most incredible book, How to Win with AI, right? Like freedom, how you can get incredible freedom and how you can live the life what you dreamt, traveling the world, and everything what it takes to become hyper successful and how you can get to the top 1%. And he has helped over 350,000 professionals, entrepreneurs across the world. He has built a following of over 5 lakh plus people on Instagram. If you see every reel, he gets like more than 10,000 plus people watching. And some of his reels have also got like 6 million plus views as well. And he has conducted a single masterclass, which had more than 5,000 plus live attendees. And he was also featured on like Times of India. He has given talks at like Joe's Talk, IIT, Times of India Forum, and lot more things. Today, it's very important session for everyone, right? Our education system is going to become obsolete because AI is moving so fast, the exponential era. Pay super close attention, take notes, right? All the agency owners, entrepreneurs, CEOs, students, right? AI is going to decentralize, decromatize, whether you are 15 years or 28 years or 55 years. Whatever things you learn today is going to be mind blowing. It'll be segmented into like four parts, like first story, then the mindset, what it takes to become really successful, then the skill set and the tool set. Without any further delay, let's all welcome Avinash to the Real Knowledge Club AI Summit. Welcome, Avinash.
Hi, Akshay. How are you?
Yeah, awesome, Avinash. Thank you so much
Amazing
for.
introduction. Thanks a lot, Akshay, for all the research you did for this 1 minute short intro.
Yeah, my pleasure. It's always good to meet you. I believe I met you in the after the last summit in Dubai in 2022, and then
Mm,
in 2023 in the Hyderabad. I think we met at the WeWork, right? And
mm.
Avinash, for all the people who are hearing you for the first time, can you tell us your backstory, right? How did you got started? Where you are from? And how did you create such a big enterprise and the company Freedom with AI?
Yeah, so essentially, my father is almost on the verge of bankruptcy in 2017, 2018 during that time. So the loan he has to pay is 30 lakh rupees at that point of time. And my father probably makes 20,000 to 30,000 rupees a month. And with an already loans going on, the sudden influx of 30 lakh rupees kind of made it very difficult financial situation for my family. So in the same time, I was trying different businesses like drop shipping, affiliate marketing, all things a 19-year-old would think amazing. I was just starting those businesses, and and then I lost 10 lakh rupees probably in 1 year, invested on wrong courses, invested on wrong mentorships, invested on Facebook ads, which didn't give me any money, built multiple e-commerce stores, affiliate product promotion campaigns and stuff like that. So nothing worked out. So I was taking loans literally from everyone I know because I was already at minus 2, 3 lakhs. So I was just thinking, okay, 40,000 now will save me, 30,000 now will save me. So this is the loop that I created for myself. And I had a loan of 10 lakh rupees at the age of 18 years on
Oh my
myself.
God. Hmm.
Yeah. So the same time, my father has 30 lakh rupees and I have 10 lakh rupees. And we don't know that we have loans like this to each other. So only one day when my father called and literally cried in the phone conversation, then I realized that he lost money and all of that. And I never saw my father crying. We see sometimes mom crying and, brother, uncles, grandmothers crying, but we don't see fathers crying because they are the strongest pillar in the home. So after seeing that, I kind of got very depressed. And then I was just asking what to do now. My father is saying we'll sell our home, we'll sell the mom's jewelry, then also we'll not be able to have anything on our own. So we still need some money. That's what he's saying. I was like, since I already tried couple of businesses in the past that are failed, and one successful business that got, some like my father used to have a clothes store. I went to Tirupur, I went to Bangalore to buy these clothes. I made all the interior designers, coordinating with an interior designer, all of it at the age of 17. Before me even going to college, I did this store and gave it to him, which served him almost for 3, 4 years before the COVID. So I have this success, small success in business and a big failure of 10 lakh rupees in dropshipping and affiliate marketing. But I don't know where I got my confidence from. I said, Dad, give me 6 months. I will try and see something if I could do. And then he blindly trusted me. He was taking more loans just to pay EMIs on the existing loans that he have during the six
Mm.
months. So then in 6 months, I probably did nothing, like no money, like probably 40, $50. And in the next 6 months, I went to my father again and I asked, can you extend it? Can you keep taking loans for one more 6 months? Like, one more half year. Then he was like, sure, we're already down by 35 lakhs now. Let's take a little more. So probably that time this is going on. And what happened? My father did all of this. And while I was trying to build an Instagram agency, so I was a huge Mahesh Babu fan in, if you know, he's
So
an
yeah,
actor. So I used to manage fan pages of Mahesh Babu down south.
Mhm.
So I did it just for fun, just to get movie passes or, audio launch passes and stuff like that. So with this Facebook fan page experience, I thought of doing Instagram agency and started Instagram agency. Till now, I lost a lot of money in investing in wrong mentor, but finally I invested in the right mentor, and then that mentor showed me the way. I think I invested $1,000. Imagine this, Akshay. My
Wow.
father is down by 35 lakhs. I am down by 10 lakhs in my life. That and I yet invested I don't have any money. I took more loans just to get this $1,000 course. And then that course literally made me who I am right now.
Amazing.
Yeah.
You took
From
the
that
risk.
course, in the next probably 6 months, I was able to make 80 lakh rupees. And that 80 lakh rupees as a 19-year-old, 18, 19-year-old, I was featured on Times of India, Indian Express, Logical Indian. I was able to give a speech at ISB. All of it happened I was when I was 18, 19, if I'm not wrong, yeah, 19. And I gave a Joe's talk because I was so young and making this kind of money at that point of time, even media wants to cover because it's a very rare instant maybe for them. So yeah, that's my story. That's how I started. Then I probably for 3 years I did digital marketing, Instagram agency and stuff. And from third year, I kind of shifted to AI because probably ChatGPT came up or Playground from OpenAI came in. So I just thought how can I do learn AI and do something about it? Because I was also in my a little lower low at that point of my life. I lost my grandmother and mother due to COVID, and cryptocurrency crashed. Because cryptocurrency crashed, I have to offboard a lot of people because they don't have budgets.
Mhm.
Essentially, they offboarded me. So because of this financial depression and all of that, I saw a lower low. And from there, I was able to learn this amazing tool called Playground from OpenAI. and I was able to understand how to use it. And I used to write articles, literally SEO services. I used to give SEO services using this tool at scale to international clients. And that's how my recuperation, or like, resurgence happened because of an AI tool.
Absolutely, that's wonderful, Johnny. And Avinash, when you told like when you were at the rock bottom, like pondering when you don't had money, your father had a loan, and when you were facing like so many problems, how did you break your internal fear? Because many people nowadays, India being a lot of consumeristic, where they consume a lot of things, most of them have a EMIs and like debt as well, right? They have taken loans, either education loan, property loan, or some other problem. They're not able to come out of it, right? How did you actually, what decisions like actually help you to take that bold decisions even while you were taking loans and everything?
Yeah, for me, it's a do or die situation, right? If I take risks, I have some probability of getting unstuck in my life.
Hmm.
If I don't take risk, I am already stuck. I'll be stuck. So
Hmm.
for you to get unstuck, you have to act upon it.
Yeah.
And yes, you will have a lot of resistance. And the life that you want and the life that you have, the difference between both the lives is just the resistances that you have. And I've read amazing books, all of that at that age. And when you're young, your risk appetite is very high, right? So I was probably young, and I am unconsciously courageous. I'm not consciously courageous, but unconsciously courageous. And that unconscious courage, and a very simple calculation. I'm already done in my life. Like if I lose, I'm not losing anything more. I already lost so much. So I
Hmm.
just kept trying with small bits, even after being down by a lot.
Absolutely, that's wonderful. I believe you also are like a college dropout, right? Many
Yeah.
Indian parents have this mindset they have to do their engineering or like MBA or like do some masters either in India or like abroad, right? How did you drop out and why did you drop out, right? Because
Yeah.
most people think education is the only way to go out to become successful.
Yeah, education is one of the best ways to go out of, let's say, middle class or poverty trap, I would say, still, in
Mm.
India at least. In India, like if you earn less than 10,000 rupees a month, I personally believe getting your degree from a government college or private college under some subsidies and stuff is, and then trying to get a job, some experience, and applying abroad and getting settled there is also one of the easiest and safest ways to escape that poverty, other than doing a business. Because to do a job in US with $100,000 package, you need one skill: in
Mm.
depth, right? For you to do a business, you need 18 skills, not at a surface level, but in depth, into a level where you can manage your team doing it. So you have to understand almost all of them in depth, or one or two in extreme in depth, and with a lot of courage, with a lot of let's say, will. It's not just about courage, it's about being persistent. It's about not giving up when you know there is only 0.1% of success,
Mm.
right? So I would say don't drop out just because you don't like your course. If you know what you have to do clearly and you just want to change your stream, drop out. Or let's say if you really have the business appetite, you want to start a business, don't drop out before starting a business. Colleges these days are not as worst as colleges like 20 years back, where they used to open colleges probably 10 hours a day for 6 days a week. Right now, it's 6 to 8 hours, 4 to 5 days a week. So you have ample amount of time on top of your college hours to start your own business. So I would never advise anyone to drop out if they don't have the plan B. That's
Mm.
it. If they have a clear plan B, fine. My brother never even joined in college to drop out. He studied 12th and he
Oh.
want to become a photographer and all of it. And he don't want to do a traditional college way. and he never joined college, even photography college. He's
Hmm.
learning all by himself.
Amazing.
Yeah, and he's making good money already from the gigs that he's doing. So, and he is clear that he don't want to do college and he wants to become a photographer and stuff. So when you're extremely clear, you can, but don't drop out just in confusion.
Absolutely. Love that. Wonderful. And Avinash, when did you start the freedom with AI, and what was your vision back then, right? From a typical marketer, agency owner, how did you went on for like a AI thing, and what made you choose AI?
Yeah. So essentially, I was doing in 2022 SEO projects for my international clients using tools like Playground by OpenAI, right? So when I was doing this entire thing, I was able to make 20 lakh rupees per month by just doing SEO projects
Wow.
and all the projects I can with the help of this text-based AI tool, a large language model called Playground.
Hmm.
It's like a version before ChatGPT by OpenAI. So I was able to discover that in 2021 itself, and I was able to take a great advantage at a very initial stages. People don't even know that an AI platform can write stories and articles at that point of time, but I was able to use it and create one with it. So because of all this, what happened is I got confidence and I created a lot of prompts to get the best output from this, entire AI tools, like Playground essentially before ChatGPT's release. So I was just writing all the prompts and creating the document over like 2, 3 months. ChatGPT released in 2022 December. So I saw the hype that it is able to create. I was among the first zero point 0.1 users to join in ChatGPT according to ChatGPT's New Year review,
Wow.
right? So I was able to be a very early user of ChatGPT, understood people need it because it's amazing. So then I tried all my prompts in ChatGPT, which I created for Playground. Amazing, better than Playground. Then I thought, let me create 2 to 3 videos introducing me and explaining how ChatGPT works and give the prompts. And I thought of selling this entire package for people who they think are it's useful. But then eventually I met one of my mentors, Siddharth Rajsheakar, who created a turning point in my life where I was able to understand I can actually convert this into a course and then introduce this as a membership and go create mass impact.
Hmm.
Right? So till now, I was just only making rich people rich with marketing their products and services. Now I thought, okay, let me really create impact so that I will not only have achievements from the money that I am making, but I will have fulfillment from the money that I am making. So if I could balance achievement with fulfillment, that's the life, right? And education is the biggest transformer for anyone in the world. If you, not formal way, but education is the only way people could change themselves, right? It could be a YouTube video, it could be a Harvard degree, or it could be a online course. But ultimately, if you are not being educated and upskilled, forget about your job, you are not even growing. And if you're not growing, you're dying. So I thought education industry or edtech industry, although is very controversial, at least in India, but I thought, let me give it a try. Started with that 40,000 followers that I have on Instagram back in the day. I got all of this because people are making memes positively about me because I was able to make that money and Times of India, all of that. So that 40,000 followers gave me, I think, 5 to 8 lakh rupees worth of course sales. They loved it. The feedback from them is amazing. And that is when I realized, okay, I could scale it. And then I joined in every amazing program by all my mentors to scale it further. And Siddharth's, all of that. So from there, everything changed. And from that point to this, right now, Perplexity is one of our clients. Like we help at an agency level to them uh, to help them in marketing with
Wow.
AI.
Amazing.
Uh, yeah, so 400,000 people trained from almost 80 countries right now. And I was able to write a book with all the knowledge that I gained over the years. And I gave a TED talk, I gave multiple Joe's talk, IIT, NIT, all of that happened only because I was always thinking of how can I add more value to my clients first. Money, PR, fame followed because I was always obsessed about the value that I have to add to my, community.
Absolutely, that's wonderful. It's all like adding the right value, or like adding as much as value to the customers, and catching the trends early, right? Like you actually utilize the AI opportunity way before masses were able to adopt, and you shared that knowledge, whatever you are implementing for your clients and helping
Yeah.
your clients, right? Scale to like next level. That's wonderful. And Avinash, for everyone who is aspiring to do something in this AI era in 2026, what exactly is an AI agency, right? How it is different from these traditional agencies, and will those even survive in 2026? And where the world is heading towards in like 2026, 2030, right? What is that one can actually focus so that for the next 5 years he can focus on it and become master of it? Because AI is also like evolving like so fast, right? Like every day there is new changes, and some people tell there's so much of anxiety also created. Today some new tool they are using gamma, like for the PPT. Tomorrow there is another new tool coming. Now how do we be prepared and be advanced to the things what it is changing every day, because so many research papers are coming every day?
Yeah, amazing. So we'll divide this question that you asked into three parts.
Yep.
Number one, how to be prepared with AI
Mm.
and backtracking from the future. So that is number one question that we could answer. And second question we could answer is, what is AI agency and how people
Mm.
can make money? Okay, two questions. Let's divide it.
Yeah.
Do you have any other question that you asked in this?
These two, and we'll continue like that only.
Okay, perfect. So now, how to be prepared? But before even understanding how to be prepared, let's understand why to be prepared. Like six people literally are creating a technology that is going to either positively or negatively going to be impacting 8 billion lives. Like literally six people are
Mm.
signing up all the humanity to a technology that is so smart than a lot of humans already out there with a 25% probability of humans existence, like 20% probability of eradicating humans existence. Elon Musk literally came out and Sam Altman literally came out and said 25% probability that AI could be disastrous, and Elon Musk said it's 30%. The people who are building it know it's very dangerous, yet they are building it, right? Because for whatever the reason, right? But did they sign us up? Like if you go to a human and say, hey, there is a 75% probability of your abundance and then 25% probability of your death in 5 years, would you sign up for this technology? What
No,
would you say, Akshay?
no, they will tell no. And we
Yeah,
have seen that movie, right? The Chitti Robo,
yeah,
Rajnikant. Will it become
exactly.
like reality like that one day?
Yeah. And I am assuming at least 90% of humanity would not sign up for something like this.
Mm.
Right? Majority, not even majority, like almost everyone says, I don't want. Why are we building this technology before making it safe? I'm not against AI. In fact, I live by AI. I breathe, use, eat AI every day, right? So I'm not against it, but I'm only against building AI dangerously just because there is a lot at stake, right? Yeah, and it could literally a great, amazing AI in the hands of a bad person could be a bad AI creating amazing problems, worse problems, all the problems that we don't want in our life,
Mm.
right? According to Elon Musk, and I also personally believe in just 2 to 3 years, we will have an AI that is more intelligence than combined intelligence of humanity.
Oh my God.
Just to keep this in perspective, let's say we have 10 billion people by 2028 or 30, let's say 2030, let's say,
Mm.
worst case. In 2030, we'll have 10 billion population, and each averaging 100 IQ is approximately 10,000 billion. So 100 into 1,000, approximately, sorry, 100 into, sorry,
10
10
billion.
billion into 100 IQ is 10,000 billion.
Mm.
So now tell me, an average human is sitting at around 100 and the
150.
highest is at 200 maximum.
Yeah.
And AI is with not 10,000, not 1 million, not 1 billion, but 10,000 billion. Will intelligence even matter?
No, it won't matter.
Exactly. So when in this world where intelligence doesn't matter and you are building a technology where a bad person can have, like, if someone wants to do a very disastrous thing, now they have access to a technology that is 10,000 IQ, empowering them to do all the bad things
Mm.
without safety guards. Yet it is like, Akshay, what this is saying me is, you're literally building a nuclear power plant in my city without knowing the safety mechanisms. If a disaster happens, you can't stop.
Mm.
That means you're creating 10,000 Chernobyl like situations in the world with, and you're expecting things will be going good.
Be very dangerous.
Very dangerous. Like, if things go wrong in 10 years, we'll have 10,000 Chernobyl incidents across the world, wiping out half of humanity if not maintained, if we don't secure this with right policies.
Yeah.
This is how worst the situation is, and nobody even realizes it. A technology that is smarter than most of the humans already right now will only get smarter because a smart person know how to get more smarter faster,
Mm.
right? And of course, we have $1 trillion investment to make this smart technology even smarter. So with $1 trillion going into this technology, without safety net, just because we are just greedy in every way we can imagine, just because you don't want to lose the race, just because you're giving $50, $100 checks to governments for investments, I think it's very dangerous that it's high time that we humanity should step up
Mm.
and ask for safety net. Ask them to slow down until it's proven safe.
Now,
Yeah.
in that case, how can actually the government protect, right? Whether it's India or like America or like Russia or like the superpower, most powerful countries in the world?
Let me talk about India because we are in
Mm.
India.
Yep.
Firstly, any country should have right policies. They
Mm.
should literally have military personnel who understand technology, who understand large language models, who understand all of the things that these people are building. They should sit in OpenAI's office. They should sit in every office and get every code, every line of code approved. Because it might seem micromanagement for businesses, but I think it should be there. Like, we never know what's going on inside. And yes, it's micromanagement, but I would not mind being micromanaged so to save my life, so to save lives of many humans,
Mm.
right? So it's, of course, it's not private. It's I know there is like laws that's going to not allow this, but maybe something like this, that's a direction, but you could choose to do something differently. I'm sure there will be movement like this where military personnel will sit in the offices of these AI models. Number one, that will be there and that should be there. Number two, very strict policies. Like, it's okay to lose the race, it's okay to lose the money, it's okay to lose AI for change, for some other country. But the problem is, Akshay,
Mm.
you are building AI because you don't want to lose race with another country, and you are opening doors to be many more dangerous disasters. And I'm sure the other country that they're talking about is China. And China doesn't want to build AI, which is dangerous either. So if you could literally go have a talk, have a conversation, and instead of improving the intelligence of the model, if you could create more narrow use cases with already existing intelligence models, like creating small apps, improving banking, farming, improving education of the world with already intelligent AI models that we have, until we have the safety net of these AI models. So that means you are not developing vertically, but you're developing horizontally until you create your vertical expansions to be more safer,
Hmm.
right? So that is something that our governments could explore. And at least India should have an ISRO-like organization building AI models from India to the world.
Wow, that's a great vision.
Yeah. Because I think this AI is the most important thing for the any country. It could literally add tens of trillions of dollars for the country's economy if we could crack this right at the right time with the right people. And I'm sure if presidents and prime ministers of the country, like our country, go have conversations with amazing CEOs of the world who are building AI models and literally match the pay packages of their companies right now, because India has more budget than the companies, right? Like, of course, we are
Yeah,
a big
absolutely.
economy. So if we could pay match the pay packages and give an amazing culture to this amazing A talent who is literally shifting from US to India, I think we could, and also encourage amazingly talented Indians internally also to be collaborating with this external talent that we're going to attract. I think it's not very difficult if Prime Minister wants to do it, to build an ISRO-like organization to build an AI model from India to the world. So,
Correct.
and maybe mandate education of AI from standard 6 or 7 or 5, something like that, so that the time that they're spending to watch Instagram and TikTok, they will at least create games using AI, apps using AI, and stuff like that.
Absolutely. The productivity level is going to be like peaked, and nowadays there is no much difference between even a student as well as like teacher, right? In fact, more students use more phone and they know more like the Gen Z generation compared to the older generation, right?
Yeah, yeah, true. Yeah.
Absolutely. And Avinash, when it comes down to agencies, right? How is AI agency different than this digital marketing and all the agencies? And is there any chance for it to become obsolete? Because recently, when I was reading the news and I was listening to the podcast Elon Musk, Sam Altman, they were telling the first jobs, all the white collar, like the people who are working in the big companies, the software, and these people's job only will become obsolete because of AI. Then only eventually the other jobs like electrician, plumbers, they're all like very far still, right, to become obsolete. We used to think since childhood, if we study hard, we will earn more money, we are going to do more impact and everything. But when I saw Elon Musk's conversation on the recent one of the podcast, he was telling those people will make more money as well in the coming days, right? Isn't it crazy? Because some people studied so hard, worked hard, and what's going to happen for them?
Yeah. A plumber will make more money than Python developer one day. And the day is very soon. Like in
Mhm.
2 years, probably, or 3 years, or 4 years, probably, a plumber will make more money than Python developer. Or let's say, in general, a full stack developer. That's
Mhm.
what, Elon Musk and all of it have, also, pointed out in many, many, interviews. So, yeah, a lot of jobs will be gone. At least 80% of the job descriptions that we are seeing will be totally rewritten just in few months and years. Like in 2026, by the end of 2026, we will see at least 50 to 80% of the job descriptions being rewritten. And if you can't accompany AI in your job description, you will be fired. As simple as that. Because ultimately, the biggest expense in any business, Akshay,
Mhm.
is people.
Yep.
And then marketing is second,
Yeah.
right?
Yes.
So, and if business owners wants to save money, cutting people will be the biggest thing. And if 90% of the business owners, let's say, I don't want to cut people for ethical reasons, there will be the 10% of companies that will cut, save money, and cut the cost also of the products or services. So if 10% are cutting 50% employees and giving 25 to 50% discount to the end consumer, so this 90% of the people or the companies will be forced to optimize their own companies also by using AI. So thereby, it will be a ripple effect that everyone will cut people starting with junior management and then sorry, junior employees, management, and then like managers, management, and board. So they'll cut everyone eventually and have like 5 to 10 in each job. And there will be days where we will only have like 5 members in a $1 billion company,
Hmm.
right? Or even less. Even one member $1 billion companies also
Yeah.
won't surprise me.
Yeah, absolutely. When I met like Peter Diamandis, whom you must be knowing, the
Yeah, yeah,
Singularity University
yeah,
founder, when he had come to India, he was talking about chief AI officer. In the olden days, they were telling 10,000 members were required to create a $1 billion company. When the software boom happened, like Narayan Murthy, the TCS, the Wipro, with even 1,000 employees, they were able to create a $1 billion company. Then the unicorn founders came with even 100 members team, they were able to build a unicorn. Now I believe there is 1% $1 billion companies as well, right? Can you tell the deep about it, because I predict one day even you are also going to become that billionaire with 1% team. Give us more insights, because for many people, business owners, they are not able to comprehend. They are like thinking business means there should be a visionary integrator operation ton of people.
yeah. So you will have 1,000 employees for sure. Even I will have thousands of employees. I can never become a one-member billionaire in my life. But the thing is, this 1,000 members are AI employees, not just human employees. That's the only difference. So yeah, technically you will be a one-member company, but I will always have someone to kind of manage my time, manage a few things of my life. So I'll have an EA or someone like that. So yeah, I personally believe uh, w- the thing is, I'm actually not very excited about a one-member, $1 billion companies because, like, technically, you need 100 to 1,000 members to create $1 billion
Yeah.
company on an average right now. And that 99 to 9,999 people are losing jobs,
Hmm.
right? So I am more worried about what will they do. Of course, this has to happen, but more than excitement for me to become a billionaire with one person, I'm more worried that how, like, I don't want to be in a world where everyone is crying and having very bad time while I am enjoying my trips and having great life. So probably I'm more worried that I'll have 5 years or many people who are building this $1 billion companies will have a bad time for 5 to 10 years of their life, seeing people they love, they like, they respect losing everything that they have because they didn't prepare for AI. And if technology has to say something, not you, like if history has to say something, not everyone will be adopting to the new technology super quick. They
Hmm.
need time. For example, with internet, we got few decades. For computers, we got few decades. For mobile phones, we got few years. But with AI, we might not get years or decades. We might, every world will announce you have to have AI on January, and by April, oh, you didn't learn AI, you're fired. So these are the kind of situations that we're going to face. So
Hmm.
how will in 3 months, in the time, in this 3 months, will entire humanity, all the white collar jobs will adopt to use AI? Right? It's impossible to
Yeah.
upskill 100 million or even a billion white collar jobs, if I'm not wrong, to use AI in every way they can. So it's almost impossible. That's my mission. I can't just upskill probably a billion people in like 3 months, but I can certainly do billion people transformations in 5 years or 8 years or like probably 5 years before this wave of mass firing happens because of AI. Right
mm,
now, the firing is happening, but not at a scale that it is going to be in the future. So yeah, I'm a little worried that we are going to, of course, we'll see abundance, but between now and abundance, we have like probably 15, 20 years. And between now and that worst period that we are going to see, we have 5 years. So from the sixth year to 15th year is where I'm more worried about, where few rich people will have all the concentration of wealth and everyone will have very bad life.
mm.
And if history has to say something, never in the history of humanity that few rich people who had all the money gave money to all the people equally and distributed,
Yeah.
and universal basic income. Nothing ever happened, and it will never happen because people who are rich don't want to give money just like that without these people working hard or like doing stuff like. So they got their chance and they didn't make it, and rich people will never give money just like that by donation. Maybe they would donate certain percentage
Mm,
of their wealth, but it's not like they'll donate 90% of their wealth when they're in like in their 30s and 40s.
mm,
Right?
mm.
They might donate 90% of their wealth if they're in 60s and 70s, or like stuff like that, but they would never do that in 30s and 40s.
Absolutely, absolutely. It's like the rich are becoming more richer, the billionaires are becoming more. I recently saw, I think Elon Musk, $750 billion net worth, right? Number one. That's like even the next one, two, three, four on the Forbes list, even if we combine all of them, it's like they still cannot equal. It's like taking the bold bets, the bold thinking, adopting to the new things, right? When everyone laughed at Elon Musk, you're starting
Yeah.
the space company, the Tesla company, then the Twitter. But he was able to see that big vision, right? Like
Yeah.
that before everyone else, and that's how he was able to build such a big thing. Now, Avinash, when it comes down to AI agency, right? How it is different from other agencies, and
Yeah.
what should people focus on, right, for
Yeah,
20?
I think we didn't answer this for almost twice now. Let me answer this.
Yeah.
See, AI agency is you building AI skills
Hmm.
and
Hmm.
going to businesses, say,
Hmm.
hey, you're spending $100,000 on this particular department. I could save 80% of it by installing one AI system that would cost you $1,000 per month. So thereby saving you approximately $70,000 per year, and give me $10,000 in return because I saved you $10,000, $70,000. That's it. You do this for 10 clients, you make $70,000 a year yourself, sitting in India working for US based companies, right? We worked with Fortune 500 companies, billion-dollar companies. All we do is this. For you to do this 1,000 ads without AI, it is costing you 1 crore or 2 crore rupees in everything, like, in the entire,
Hmm.
especially when you have like different backgrounds, like almost like a movie style ads, it will cost you 2, 3 crores. So give us 25 lakhs. So you'll save this much money. So that's what. So we are either saving time or money, or making time or making money to this, billion-dollar companies or small businesses, medium scale businesses, and that's all we're doing, right? Because there is literally no competition in AI agency, and because there is everyone doing digital marketing and other types of agencies, design agencies, digital marketing agencies, lead generation agencies, all of it, they're like unlimited competition, and AI agency doesn't have a competition.
Hmm.
Even, let's say you have a lot of competition in AI agencies, there are literally hundreds and millions of businesses across the world that you could serve. Whereas a digital marketing is not something that every business need. Like there will be businesses, like at least 10% of the world's businesses doesn't need digital marketing, and 20% of, or even 50% of world's businesses doesn't need design agency, right? Design
Yeah,
agency
absolutely.
services. 90% of the world's businesses, or at least, okay, let's say not 90% of the businesses, um, at least another 40-50% of the businesses who are small and medium scale, they already have leads. The problem is not having leads. The problem is actually managing operations and scaling it sustainably, right? So that's where an AI agency comes into the picture with little to no competition. even if there is any competition in the future, the scope that every business from a brick and mortar store to store the customer data and let AI call that particular customer to have a repeat order, it's literally a business that is making $5,000 to $10,000. You could serve them, and you could go to a Fortune 50 company with $20 billion in AI, implementation in their businesses, and all of them. So you are literally going to a $10,000 per month small business owner, or literally going to $100 billion valued company. You could serve with AI for both the people. So that's the power that we have. And more time goes by, we'll also see a lot of narrow use cases,
Mm-hmm.
right? For me, let's say these big companies are like, let's say OpenAI and let's say Grok or Gemini, Google are building AI models. And the next level company like Hagen, Gamma, using these large language models and building SaaS tools on top of it, thereby creating narrow use cases, which is the best thing to happen. More than the requirement of intelligent tools, we have requirement of narrow tools like Gamma, so that the masses could adopt AI crazily.
Mm.
That's more important, which is happening.
Yep.
But the problem is, who is saying all of this to a business owner?
No one.
No one is saying it. Right. For a working professional, he got some time. He could sit every week, 3, 4 hours, learn and do implement it in their careers and grow in their careers or start their own businesses.
Yep.
But for a business owner, he doesn't have
Right.
time to
Right.
sit and listen to a 3 hour podcast by Diary of CEO or whoever it is, or
Yeah.
Akshay Rajsheakaran, and then, learn everything. So
Yep.
this is where you come in. So
Mm-hmm.
you learn from courses, YouTube, and implementing stuff, and go to a business owner and say, "Hey, don't pay me any money. Pay me only money if you make money from my services."
Mm.
And you do this for 2, 3 people, and eventually you could charge people upfront because you have case studies and testimonials.
Absolutely.
That's the difference between an AI agency and a digital marketing agency. And you see the trend, okay? All the big influencers who are promoting digital marketing courses back in the day slowly started to promote AI automation agency courses.
Mm.
Right. So that means there is a trend of requirement also changing in the market.
Yep, yep, absolutely. Even when I went to like lot of events everywhere, even in Tech Spark event, AI, every speaker, every stage, and every company which has got funding also, they would have written www.company.ai, like instead of .com extension, this thing, domain and everything. Now, when it comes down to, as you rightly told, it's all about saving business owners like the time and money and articulating it clearly possible, because as professionals they like job people, they are always upskilling, they're learning, whereas business owner don't get time and we are there to help them and serve them. Now, Avinash, imagine this is a question like I learned from Russell Brunson, right? Like from that 30 days, if he has lost everything, you are going again from zero to $100,000 a month, which you are already doing right now. In 2026, you have laptops, you have all the AI tools like ChatGPT, Gemini, Perplexity, Grok AI, all these tools, right? What will be your decision for the next 5 minutes? Imagine you are the CEO starting a new company. How will you basically go about and succeed having an AI agency?
Amazing. Uh, I would, let's say, if I don't have any money, if I don't have any resources, but I still have my knowledge, right?
Yep.
Like that's there. So
Knowledge,
I'll reach
laptop,
out to,
internet. Hmm.
yeah, I will reach out to hundreds of business owners across every niche I think is profitable that I could make probably 4 or 5 niches. I'll create 4 or 5 websites using AI. Not a lot of money, right? Like to build a website and host it internally with AI tools. Until unless you get tens and thousands of visitors, you don't have to pay any money. So I'll just do that. And Zoom is free for 30 minutes, or I'll use Google Meet.
Yep.
Right. So for first 4 hours of the day, I'll reach out to people on email, Instagram, and all of that. For the next 4 hours of the day, sorry, first 4 hours, I'll reach out to people on email. I'll send as many emails as possible create as many Loom proposals as possible, and do everything. And also, of course, use AI systems to automate this entire process of getting client information, creating a Loom video, sending it to thousands of members level, Instagram DMs everywhere. Wherever the policies doesn't comply, I have to do it manually. Otherwise, I'll do automation. Right? So this is for 4 hours. The next 4 hours, I'll literally go create content on YouTube explaining every single damn thing I know about AI on YouTube, Instagram, every platform of social media I could imagine. I do this for 30 days, Akshay. On 31st day, I'm damn sure I'm going to at least have $10,000 client, or one client or three clients paying me a combined of $10,000. And I'll realize $7,000 already in my bank account in on 31st day,
Hmm.
because I have that intelligence to explain and stuff. Let's say I don't have intelligence, I will learn all about AI, all the things, probably for 1 month. Just 1 month, 8 to 10 hours a day is more than enough to learn make.com and all of these AI tools for you to go for the next 1 month, implement, reach out to hundreds of people and just show them. So I
Absolutely.
do this for probably 6 months. I'll have my $100,000. I'll reach out to more people. I'll create a best offer. I'll do a lot of content online because I have a best offer. I create a lot of content. Trust is always there. And then they come to a sales call with me. And of course, I'll probably hire, once I start to make money, I'll hire a couple of freelancers to fulfill projects, couple of freelancers to sell my, services like salespeople. So yeah, probably 6 months is what I would take to make $100,000.
Absolutely. Love that. It's all like your curiosity and like not giving up consistently, reaching out to more people on emails, sending the Loom videos. And what are the tools like you will use, and will you focus on Indian clients or international clients? If somebody has to pay $10,000, that type of client, are they there even in India, or like you have to only focus on US or like Tier 1 countries?
Since I have good network of HNIs and UHNIs in India right now, fortunately, I would do this in India and reach out to people who are in already my social circle to start with.
Hmm.
But for someone who is starting, for me, I think I need 3 months. If
Hmm.
I have my network and also intelligence. If I don't have my network, I would do that in 6 months and I would start with US market.
Absolutely. And what
Because,
are the
yeah,
niches like you'll pick because there are like some niches people don't are not ready to pay money. Everyone have this question. Should they focus on like real estate, healthcare, or like lawyers, or like which niche? Because every niche has its
I
own
would
pro and
choose
con, right?
finance, legal, and one more niche that I am little more interested in, where I will feel my work is very not, let's say, like my work for others will be like work, for me it will be fun. I'll
Hmm.
choose an industry that is more fun to me rather than work, right? That's what one
Naval
of
Ravikant tells.
yeah, Naval Ravikant says. I just read it in your status only a couple of days back. It reinstalled the belief that I already have.
Yeah.
So yeah, so I would choose three industries, and I
Hmm.
would parallelly, because I am in do or die situation, I'll parallelly reach out to all three different industries, but with three different websites. Instead of one, I'll have three because time is also limited. I'll do three, campaigns with single
Trifactor
website.
for the
Yeah,
three
so that
niche.
I'll have more chances to see success.
Absolutely. Love that. Using like trifactor, I think I learned this concept from Parthiv Shah, who is in growth agency, to come a club winner. Even he was telling like focusing Dan Kennedy showed him like three niches, put all the three bets, there is higher chances that one will actually work. Love that.
Yeah, yeah.
Now, Avinash, how do we be focused in this AI era? Because things are moving so fast, right? People, we get so much distraction. If it was some offline business, see, I still remember some people in the offline, some businesses, They learn once and they are aram se sitting for next 10 years, 20 years. But AI, every day that hunger should be there, curiosity should be there. Also, we have to know what exactly we are doing. Sometimes building the wrong thing or doing wrong thing, some AI will come and it will make obsolete also. How to be prepared and how should we go about? Should we be more like a system thinker, right? Building systems or like prompt engineering? Because even recently when we saw prompts also nowadays, ChatGPT or like other AI tools, it itself can do it much better as well.
Yeah. So, first, there is like a three-step method, I would say, for people to, have an amazing future with AI, even with quantum computers, even with robots, whatever comes in. If you have these three things in place, you will become a millionaire. And if you want to become a billionaire, you will become a billionaire. And more than billionaire or millionaire, you will be a happy millionaire and happy billionaire, right?
Yeah.
So, and these are the three key steps that I've discovered in my experience of doing this probably for 7, 8 years now. 7, 8 years, yeah. So, what I would say, Akshay, the first important step here is to do something that you're passionate about.
Mm.
Can AI be passionate about something? Absolutely not.
Yeah.
That passion gives you willpower to a level where AI also cannot research more after a point, right? Cannot connect dots after a point,
Mm.
cannot get more clarity after a point. If you have true passion, you will go well beyond what AI can do because the pure passion will drive you to innovate the dots that were once imagined cannot be unconnected. You'll connect the dots which are unimagined to be connected,
Mm.
right? So, like, you could literally do anything and everything if you have passion towards something. Since AI can't be passionate, first be passionate. Whatever the industry that you are in, whatever the niche that you choose to serve, if you're passionate about it, you are 25% there
Mm.
to be bulletproof in your career and to be a millionaire and billionaire who is happy. That's 25% of it. Swadharma that we say in our scriptures, you have to choose a industry or choose a dharma. Dharma means the work that you do, which is more, which is like not only moving you, but it is also serving greater good to the humanity. So the thing is, if you are choosing industry that is only making you feel fun and you're not really changing lives or seeing positive transformation in people, you will be bored after a point.
Mm.
Why do you think all the billionaires who are doing amazing things get bored and then just stop everything that they do and chill in life? And then they feel bad because they're chilling and they feel guilty about it. Right? The reason is they don't see the spark of transformation in people that they're associated with at mass. If you are a billionaire, you have to change at least 10 to 100 million or even billion people's lives
Yeah.
directly or indirectly. Right? If you are a billionaire and only changed 1,000 lives, which could be your just employees, you will not be satisfied.
Mm.
You will not feel fulfilled.
Yeah.
So for billionaire, you should see at least 10% of their wealth on like directly to people. Let's say $1 billion,
Mm.
$100 million, or worst case, 10 million people or 100 million people should be impacted with this $1 billion net worth
Absolutely.
during the whole process. Otherwise, you will not be fulfilled.
Mm.
Right. For you to be fulfilled with passion, you have to have a swadharma. Swadharma is finding your passion that is not just serving you, but is serving so many more people, and it's higher, it's better for betterment for the society.
Yeah.
To find something like that, it's not ikigai. It is little advanced version of ikigai. Swadharma is little advanced version to ikigai. Number one. Number two, once you find this industry, then understand AI or maybe parallelly do AI. Right, of course, because the passion takes some time to understand. Swadharma finding, Swadharma exploration takes some time. So during this time, find all the AI tools, prompt engineering, context engineering, understand all of this AI stuff so that you will be equipped with 50% of chance and probability to survive in the world of AI. And even AI mastery happens in four stages. Stage number one, a large language model layer. This is a base layer that you have to have before going on further. So
Hmm.
it could be your chat GPT and all of those tools. And second layer, once you pick one or two amazing large language models that are your daily drivers, then pick 4 to 5 productivity AI tools that could support you in every way that you could imagine in your professional or personal life.
Hmm.
How can you find this productivity AI tool? There is a search engine called There is an AI for that. You could go to this search engine, put in your task, sort AI tools by rating, and you will get 5 top rated AI tools rated by people, not just random critics or publications. People like you and me who is searching for the tool. So you could pick the right tool for the right task from There is an AI for that, right? So you kind of do this for 5 amazingly important tasks in your life, and then you have 5 to probably 5 plus AI tools to improve your productivity massively. So the more productive that you are for your life and your employer's life or the business that you are associated with, you make more money because it's more value, right? Speed kills strategy for breakfast. Eat strategy for breakfast, right?
Yep.
Speed is more important than strategy. Elon Musk is winning not because of course, a little bit of strategy, but a lot of strategy. But the more importantly, the speed at which he's operating is making him billions. So
Hmm.
speed is everything. Jeff Bezos also believes same. Every billionaire believes that speed is very important, right? Of course, this doesn't apply for AI models because it is creating
Incorrect.
very mass risk for the masses, for the
Yep.
humanity. But yeah, coming back, second stage is productivity tools. You will find productivity tools with there is an AI for that. But the problem is, Akshay,
Hmm.
even if you know right AI tool, you will not know how to use this tool, right? It's little difficult to navigate and do
Yep.
operate it at best optimum.
Yes.
At least 50% of this will be solved if we use this one AI tool called Google AI Studio,
Hmm.
in which you could share the screen of your tool, and you could ask, hey, I want to create a poster. Can you navigate me the steps and give me the best optimized route to create a poster?
Hmm.
It will literally guide you step by step. Click on that red button you see on the right hand corner,
Yep.
and you could just choose the menu. How it is able to do that? Pretty simple. It read every UI UX of the website you and I could imagine.
Yep.
Because it read UI UX of hundreds of applications or maybe millions of applications and billions of websites, it can predict what step to go and what button to click. So
Yeah.
now your 2 layers are sorted. You got your large language model layer, you got your productivity layer, and you know how to find right tools and you know how to use right tools.
Yep.
Third is your automation layer. Like, let's say you want to make a YouTube video. You can't go to 8 different AI tools to do 8 different tasks to create a thumbnail, to create a description, to create a script, to create a voice, to convert text into voice, to convert voice into video, and then to do B rolls, A rolls. You have to navigate to 8 AI tools in different times. When you know the set steps between each of the tools and connect them, that's what make.com or n8n does. That's automation layer. You have to define everything that AI has to do and connect each of these tools with something called API.
Hmm.
API is like you creating one AI connection between 8 AI tools where every AI tool talks to each other because every AI tool has password to the previous AI tool.
Yeah.
So this AI tool could open up the account with the password that we gave, which is API, and uses the previous AI tool to get to the next step. Since the steps are very defined, all you have to do is sit back, relax, and approve. Amazing title. Can you give me this version of it? It will give you. So, in the same AI tool, you are at least cutting your productivity. Let's say, like you are improving your productivity by 25 to 45% just by being in one tool instead of using eight other tools. And sometimes, Akshay,
Mm.
you will have 10,000 steps that you have to automate in big
Yeah.
complex companies, right? Or 5,000 steps that you have to automate. There, you can't even imagine the human effort that we have to do. It's like printing a book with a hand printer rather than actually using a printing press or printing machine. So that's the difference. So even if you have AI tools, you can't use one by one because it's like using a handwriter, what is it? Hand prompter, whatever.
Typewriter.
Typewriter,
Yeah.
yes.
Mm.
So you can't use typewriter. Using individual AI tools after a certain level of complexity for a business is like using typewriters. So
Mm.
now we are building printing press, which is automating this entire process with automation.
Absolutely.
This
It's
is
like,
layer number three.
yeah. Mm.
Last and not least layer is agentic layer. For automation, you have to know every step and give API of every tool for you to get to the end task. For an AI agent, you don't need to do anything. You literally say, you don't need to define every step. You need to say, this is my end goal. Find out the most optimized way, find out the most efficient tools, and just do it yourself. All we have to do is probably take subscriptions and give it to them, and you just have to approve. The reason why we choose agentic layer a lot of times is sometimes we don't know what we don't know, and AI will always research and improve every step every time it does an output, give an output. So
Mm.
that's the difference number one. Difference number two, for you to build automation also, it takes little time, and you're cutting that time of automation also. Every time you need something, you can't actually do it eight times, find optimized way, then build an automation to execute the task, right? So that is where we get to agentic layer, where you use an AI agent and it will just do all things itself.
Absolutely. And I was so amazed, right? Like the way how you explain, like first we have to know what is our task, you the task, and like connect every tool to each other. Because most people are like just going and asking ChatGPT or like Perplexity what to do. And then you also told we can have an world's best teacher guiding us step by step, right? Like the Google Studio. I think even the Comet browser also is like that only, right? Like the Perplexity where we can just ask a question, it will guide us, right? Now strategy becomes so easy, step by step game plan also becomes so easy to become a millionaire. Now Avinash, when it comes down to building a team, what are the qualities like you see in a person? Now imagine if you were to hire someone from the Real Knowledge Club AI Summit, what are the 3 to 5 qualities like you see in a person when it comes down to hiring them?
Okay, I would see these days, I would see if they are critical thinkers,
Hmm.
right? Can they think in depth? Clarity and depth are most underrated, Akshay.
Hmm.
Like everything that you do in your life is a decision that you took.
Yeah.
You are right now here interviewing billionaires, millionaires, doing amazing things in your life because of the decisions that you took in your life. Big decisions, small decisions, conscious decisions, and unconscious decisions. All decisions that you took in your life. For you to take a better decision, if you improve the quality of your decisions and you do this consistently, your life is going to be better. Everything that we do is a decision, right? Ultimately,
Yeah, absolutely.
right? If you improve the quality of these decisions consistently in our life will be like whole different level. Even if we improve our decision making quality by 1 degree, Eventually, that will change your life by 200, 300% in
Hmm.
like a year or two.
Yes.
And what are the two things, Akshay, that will literally change your decisions? Like, will improve your decisions?
Our surrounding, our environment.
Yeah. And if we have all of it,
Hmm.
there are two things that will help you to take better decisions ultimately: clarity and depth. How much clarity on life that you have? What are the things that you want in life? What are the things that you don't want in life? That's clarity. What you really want AI to do here, and what you don't want AI to do here. Clarity. If you, in life in general, professionally and personally, if you have more clarity in things, you'll have more clarity. Like, if you have more clarity in things, you'll make better decisions. But between clarity and better decisions, there's one thing called depth. Depth comes from critical thinking. First step is to get clarity. Once you know what you want, what you don't want, for you to arrive to the truth, the truest, like the purest answer that you could get happens actually from thinking critically, thinking in depth, not giving up in the first time, but going on and seeing all the permutations and combinations to get to a point where you are extremely well versed to take an amazing decision. So I'll see a person who has clarity, who can think critically to go in depth so that they could decide all the micro things and macro things in their personal and professional life in a better way.
Hmm.
That's what I would look in any people that I am going to hire these days.
Absolutely love that. And Avinash, can a non-technical person also like sell like the AI's services ethically, confidently, with clarity? Because some people have that mindset, okay, I am not an engineer, I am not an AI scientist, I'm not a rocket scientist. Avinash is doing AI since so many years, I don't know anything about it. How can I even do it?
Yeah. So Akshay, I think I failed in my C++ exam in my
Oh my
college.
God, I can't believe it.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So I have two backlogs in my college with 4 point some CGPA. I dropped out in my third semester of college, right? One year is done, second year started, I dropped out. To date, Akshay, you will not believe me, I don't know the basic definitions in Python programming. I don't know what function is even. I don't even know the keywords. I don't even know what is an ID and stuff like that. But still, I was able to close Fortune 500 clients and Fortune 50 clients and Perplexity and stuff like that.
Hmm.
Yeah,
It is
how?
the limiting belief what people
Yeah,
have which is stopping
exactly.
them.
So you don't really need tech.
Hmm.
L- In we Elon Musk himself is saying developers are going to be replaced and plumbers are going to be paid more than these white collar jobs. Google is coming out and saying 25% of our code written in 2025 is AI generated.
Hmm.
And same stat is between 25 to 30 for Facebook.
Yeah.
So now when world is going towards non-coding or no-code stuff with AI, why are we even expecting a technical requirement to do it?
Hmm.
Of course, there are niches and tools that you need technical expertise to use them like cursor, but that doesn't mean without using these technical tools, you could make a career in the world of AI. Do you think Mark Zuckerberg will code right now?
Never. He is a
Yeah,
big visionary who comes with dreams and the big
exactly.
ideas.
Do you think Satya Nadella is the best coder in Microsoft right now?
No, he's the best presenter in the world who
Exactly.
knows how to
Best
present.
entrepreneurial thinker, visionary, and CEO decision maker. Do you think Sundar Pichai, forget about now, let's say Sundar Pichai became a CEO, let's say 15 years back. Do you think at that point of time, Sundar Pichai is the best developer in the Google?
No.
Yeah. So never ever a CEO of a tech company is the best developer at the time of becoming a CEO at that point of time. But still they're becoming CEOs not because of their technical expertise, just because of their thinking, because of their decisions,
Hmm.
because of the clarity that they have. Right. So same applies for this AI agency also. You don't have to be technical, right? You don't even have to understand basics of code to build a career out of it, because what we are building in AI agency is literally drag and drop or prompting.
Hmm.
So yeah.
Absolutely. And Avinash, I see when I was reading the book Traction, right, there is a visionary and integrator, and I see you are also an AI visionary who come up with big ideas, big dreams, big thoughts, and you are more like a teacher. You like more teaching, right? How do we find that integrator partner who goes there and does the work, the operation, the behind the scenes, right? Because a lot of agency owners face the difficulty, the problem, and in the agency usually what happens is like people come and keep on living, right? And as you were also telling, in agency there are only two things: one is getting the client, serving the client, and making sure that he's happy, retaining him. Now how do we find this integrator? And because it's like so difficult, even though AI can do a lot of implementation and everything, some AI alone still cannot do everything on its own, right? We just have to at least give some instructions to it.
Yeah. A visionary who is not able to give directions to an integrator is stupid, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Right. So
Hmm.
if you are just visionary and you're not able to give a direction to anyone in your team and asking them to figure out, you are stupid.
Hmm.
Right. Unconsciously. Of course, you're not stupid consciously, but unconsciously, you don't actually understand how business works.
Yeah.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I'm not blaming anyone because they also don't know what they don't know. Like if you go talk to a person in a village, even he got a lot of visions to do in life, but he don't know how to find an integrator, or even if he find an integrator, he don't have an enough knowledge or skill to give directions to this integrator,
Hmm.
right? I know a lot of people who talk stuff but can't implement big things in their own life because they are not giving right directions, right SOPs to these integrators just because they feel they are visionary, because they feel visionaries are the best people in the world. They feel I am this much visionary. How can I sit and write an SOP and give it to my employee?
Hmm.
Right? If employee is not working, it's always a leader problem and only a leader problem.
Hmm.
There is no employee problem in the world. If a leader is fucked up, unfortunately, employee will show up in the same way. Yeah. So you can only have as much as your leader. And
Hmm.
if you feel your leader is not good, probably people will leave. So one thing I would say is you need an A player, right money, right price will attract an A player. Right culture will keep an A player with you. Right?
Hmm.
The culture is about giving directions, making their big goals as part of your big vision. Can you build a big vision that could fulfill every employee's big dreams? Step number one. Step number two, with this vision, can you also, for one day of the week, be a manager, not just a creator or visionary, but be a manager who just doesn't think, but actually go take meetings, give SOPs, understand what's creating problems. If there is any problems that your people are not able to solve, upskill on the same day on how to solve that problem with ChatGPT or a book or a course, and be a manager for, let's say, 40 days a year. If a visionary cannot be a manager at least for 40 days a year, all the best. It's not going to work out, in my opinion. Like, yeah, at least when they're starting out for the first 5 years, 10 years of their career. Maybe after a point, they will have VPs and presidents of every department that they will take care once you have the visionary, but not when they're starting out.
Hmm.
People confuse this. The visionaries who are at starting stages of their careers confuse. They take, oh, do you think Jeff Bezos sits and writes SOPs? Of course not. Of
Yep.
course, he'll not do, because he bloody built $100 billion company and did all of these SOPs in page one of his book. You are in the page one, taking inspiration from page 100 of of a billionaire. That
Mm.
doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
So, a visionary, step one is to create big vision, and step two is to be a manager one day of the week at least.
Mm.
That's it.
Absolutely.
And most businesses, I see this in every business that fails as a pattern. You take a small kirana store that is failing in your local area to a big billion-dollar company that failed, in the last 10 years. Most often than not, businesses fail not because of bad business model, not because of problem solving, big problem that they're solving, not because of any actual business problems. But the main problem that they fail is because founder lacks discipline, founder lacks will to be disciplined, founder lacks will to learn the skills to give it to the team. So if you are not a founder that has amazing willpower, amazing focus and discipline, and amazing skills, so that you at least at an operational level you understand whether the designer is designing good or not. You have to develop the taste for design, develop the taste for video editing, develop the taste for 18 different things in your own business. For you to do that, at least learn 0 to 1 of all of these departments. If not, you will be not growing, right? So skills and discipline, and you have to have a willpower to have skills and discipline. And founder, not even the CEO, founder is like the 99.9% is responsible for all business failures. It's nothing else. If the founder is willing enough, he would shift the business model in the middle when he knows that things are not working out. If the founder is disciplined enough to learn every single day to change the decisions that he is taking when things are not working out, that's what it is needed. That's what we all need. So founders, discipline and focus and skills are more important than anything else.
Absolutely. I love that analogy. It's fantastic because I see a lot of founders once after they start making money, they keep traveling. They don't care much about the team. They tell like team do it. Team tells I don't know. They keep complaining back and forth, and then team members leave. Founders change the direction of the company and focus on other this thing, and the
Yeah,
company
that's
collapse
not
after 2 days.
discipline, right? I'm not saying you can't travel. Of course, you can travel. But are you being the manager while being a visionary for your own people?
Mm,
And being a leader, of course, manager. I'm not saying you have to manage things by being a manager. Managing is like leadership, like giving the right direction and having right people in your company with right direction for the company and the right directions to individual employees, and then asking them to create a first draft of everything, and then you correcting and doing that. All of this is leadership only. But you're
mm,
like, for a visionary this is management. For a
yeah.
visionary, even leadership is management,
Mm,
right? So yeah, you have to be a manager, like manage stuff, take meetings, give feedback. And you expect a 40,000 rupee employee to care for your $40,000 business just like you. You are making 40,000 and he's making 40,000 rupees, which is like $300. And you're making $40,000 and you're expecting this guy will care about the business as much as you do. It's
mm,
your problem. You are not setting systems, structures, and right SOPs and giving right processes. So it's not
mm,
his problem. He will never care about your business as much as you do,
mm,
even if he wants to, because it's not his skill set.
mm.
You have to always give directions.
Absolutely, absolutely. That's very important. Like team member has to take care. It's like the children, right? Like we have to give them everything what is required, and only then they will be able to go to like next level. And Avinash, when it comes down to building a moat, right? Like a very unique value proposition, because right now AI, some people tell, why to even focus on AI? Because AI is going so fast. Let's forget about AI. We have to be like more like a human touch, human intuition, right? Now, while we are serving the clients in the AI agency, what are the things we have to make sure that like we build it to become more irreplaceable? If tomorrow, nowadays, lot of content, AI itself is creating content, right? The Instagram reels, the YouTube content. Now as a human, where we can put that human intuition touch for our customers, so that customers won't feel like leaving us? Because lot of clients in like US or like in India or anywhere, if someone is doing at a lesser price, instead of $100, $10, $20 offshore, they will tend to hire them after like few days of few months.
Yeah. So can you just restate your question if you
Yeah,
don't mind?
my question is, moat. How do we build our moat so that we become so much different when so many people are like doing the same kind of thing, the AI services? And how do we position ourselves as the top high ticket seller? Because there is someone doing at $100 automation thing also, $10,000 also. What is the difference, and how do we become irreplaceable?
Yeah. The mode for any business in the world is to always think about customer first.
Hmm.
Who is my customer? What does he do? What does he eat? Understand everything about your customer and then be obsessed about the value that you could add as much as you can, as with as less price as you can, at a scale to give results as fast as you can. And if you, in this two to three things that I've just told, get one thing right, it can either be the super cheap while giving great value, or it could be super expensive by increasing the speed of the results, or obsessing on value to do fast but you charge high to do speed. Just
Hmm.
be ops. Just sum up. Understand your customer more than your customer understands about him or herself. And if you understand your customer better than your customer himself or herself, and see what all amazing values that you could add to get him results as fast as he can, is your moat in any business. Ola, Uber, what did they do? Like, understood the customer, want cab in 5 minutes, as fast as can, affordable. That's their moat. Versus taxis. Airbnb, don't like hotels, want things affordable, little more variety of spaces. And then when things go wild, wide west in the city for concerts or stuff like that, Airbnbs are always available. So that's the moat of Airbnb. What did they do? Understood the customers. They are customers for their own business once, and literally then added more value understanding customers. In any business, in my opinion, understanding your customer and adding value in a way that your customer didn't even expect you to add is the moat. You could have moat to your Kirana store, local supermarket, or you could have moat to $1 billion company. All it is for a Kirana owner, moat is remembering the names of these people, building a personal connection, helping them in any way that he or she can beyond groceries, right? Career advisors, connecting people. Hey, I have that guy who's coming to me. He's like, let's say XYZ. I think you could get help from him. This is his number. Go meet. This is his mode, right? Yeah.
Absolutely, love that. And Avinash, in 2026, for the business owners, why they have to focus more on marketing? Because I see like you do a lot of organic marketing as well as like paid marketing. What is the kind of return of investment like you see, right, in your business? Because I see like you post so much of consistent education based marketing, which is like really helpful in like 1 minute, 2 minute, you are providing lot of knowledge, insights, in-depth wisdom. And like you're also running paid ads. Where do you think the future is heading towards?
The future is heading towards all kinds of marketing. Like there will always be a lot of changes in the world of marketing. You have to quickly understand and pick the next best platform and keep doing content everywhere else organically and also paid. But the
Hmm.
thing is, whatever you do, organic or paid, that's not more important. What's more important is again your moat, which is like understanding your customer. Like I see a lot of direct response marketers, right? Like direct response copywriters. Unfortunately, they write things very fancily. That fanciness doesn't win. But what wins in marketing is your customer should feel as if you saw the Google search history or ChatGPT questioning history of him.
Hmm.
Then he will be more relatable. What the hell? This guy is talking just like me, just like what I think about. If you could create content to your customer as if you already know the Google search history of your customer rather than just writing it in fancy language, that will make people consume your content, and more consumption of content from your end, and only consumption happens if they know, if you know more about your customer than himself, right?
Hmm.
Researching, being obsessed about your customers, asking every small details about your customers, connecting dots, finding patterns, using AI to analyze all the data that you have about your customers. Do anything and everything, understand your customer more than your customer himself. So once you get that customer entire data or customer patterns, create content talking to him or her directly onto the face, and your sale happens through two things: consumption and conversion, right? So you will be able to make people consume you more because you're relatable, and conversion will happen because there is constant consumption of your thing. And if you could optimize your call to actions and the value that you give in these videos, eventually conversion will happen.
Hmm.
So the most important thing is this: understanding your customer. So when you understand your customer, you know what platform they are at. When you understand your customer, what do they are searching for? What are their problems? What are the solutions for the problems that they have through you? All of it. So don't obsess about marketing. That is BS. If you want leads, you will never get leads. But if you can be obsessed over value about the lead that you want, you'll get money.
Yep.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Love
Yeah.
that.
Even for the lead that you're getting, instead of just saying, oh, here is the masterclass, go attend. No one cares because there are 18 different people already promoting a masterclass on that particular topic. Can you give amazing value? So once in a while, when they see your ad, they will click and get, because there is a lot of trust and consumption already happened with you for them.
Hmm.
Right?
We
Yeah.
we have to give them something so invaluable, right? Like so mind-blowing,
Yeah.
mind-boggling, right? We have to make them win, and that's how they will be able to get lot of success. Love that. And Avinash, you actually create so many business case studies on every reel, right? Don't you get excited for every business? Don't you also feel like doing it because you feel that person, like I saw, like you're telling Mr. Beast, this guy did so much, he's making $10,000 video editing. Another guy doing something with the voice cloning, he's doing $1,000. Don't we get overwhelmed, right? One way it is good that we are serving. Don't we feel anxious? I want to do this thing also, I want to do this thing also. How do you keep calm? And you need to focus on only this because grass always looks greener, right? Everyone, some we are like imagine running a AI agency or like the coaching consulting, whereas another guy builds some app and he's making $1 billion, right? There is always a comparison, right? Sam Altman or Elon Musk built a company which is worth billions of dollars, right? No matter who we are, when we see someone up on us, there is always someone who is doing 10x, 100x, 1000x even bigger.
Yeah. So that's where your passion comes in, right? If your passion is education business, you always wants to transform businesses and entrepreneurs and professionals. So I stick to it. So I don't, like, just because someone made money by building a $1 billion app, I will not shift my focus completely to it. If
Hmm.
I feel I could do it, maybe 1% of my money, 2% of my time
Hmm.
yearly, I'll give it to the new shiny object that I have while not impacting my current business. Lot of business owners I see, Akshay, they fail because they shift business too quickly. And just like you, your employees cannot shift and navigate
Yeah.
because they don't have enough, skills like
Hmm.
you
Hmm.
or beliefs like you to do that. So you should always, maybe if you feel you have a shiny object, you have to have one purpose and one main business that is making you so much money.
Hmm.
Once you have that one business, one purpose, one passion that makes you money, of course, the world will throw you 100 shiny objects on a regular basis. You have to filter the noise, get to the signal, and if you still feel that one or two businesses are amazing, you can always do that as side projects, not as your main projects, and not let go of your main company that you're already working with. That's what I do. I have an app company, a moonshot that I'm working on. In fact, I have two ideas that I'm working on right now. But just because I have a moonshot, I will not get a slipper shot from my customers who are paying me money. Right? I will not, like, tomorrow they'll say, forget about your moonshot, bro. I need my value. So if I am always chasing moonshots, which I am, while ignoring actual, the value to the current business, I will only get slipper shots either from customers or from my own self
Hmm.
because I will not be fulfilled because I was always shiny object syndrome. Me, I'm always chasing the new big dream, right? So shiny objects are good for the side projects, not as a main project. Let's say you are a developer, a Python developer, and you want to start, let's say, art gallery, right? I see a lot of people quitting their developer job, then figuring everything out in their art business. I would not do that. That's not passion. That's literally unconscious stupidity.
Hmm.
Right. While being a developer, go understand this business, paint and sell all of this, paintings, make some money, see if you really are passionate even after 6 months. And then if you truly think it's your calling, then quit your business. Right. Don't quit and think, figure out and quit.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's what I would do. That's why I don't. I know I'm a little prolific about the stupidity word, but then I'm so, like, my own friends, they're like the best of best friends. They have these tiny objects. Oh, there is this guy who is making amazing money in agency. I will stop my food business and go to the agency business. I would say, don't stop. Start that also. Give some energy and some money, but don't stop what's working right now. Oh, my funnel is not giving me 8x or 5x like past, so I'm only getting 2x, so I'll stop this completely, which is already profitable, and think for 1 month and start something new.
Hmm. Hmm.
Yeah, so I feel so bad, unfortunately. I'm like, these are very good people, great talent, but they're unconsciously not able to understand. You can't just run a business by shutting it down and starting a new venture. You can only sustain it until something else works.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Absolutely. It is all like what's working, don't stop it, right? Like
Yeah.
let it always work because it takes so much of time and effort to make something work. And stopping it, it's going to be the most stupid decision. Even when
Yeah.
I was interviewing Dan Henry, even he also told he was stupid to do so many mistakes in his past, right? When
Yeah.
something is working, keep doing it. Don't
Yeah.
jump to the next
So
thing.
new is not good. Better is good. First, do things that you're doing in a better way
Hmm.
and do it more. First, do your things in more. Like you are serving 10 clients, serve 20 clients. And
Hmm.
you're serving 20 clients, serve more to these 20 clients so that you make more money.
Absolutely.
Then once you do more and once you do better, then think of new. That's what Alex Hormozy also says.
Right. Connecting the dots based on our strengths. If someone is good in making videos, creating content videos, connect the dots and use more AI to do the more fulfillment operation, because if you have the name and authority in that industry, connect the dots. Someone is good in podcasting, if you want to teach podcasting, make sure that teach people what all AI tools can be used, do it. If someone is good in SaaS, they can connect all the dots, the CRM, the systems, and help them out. Love that. And Avinash, one of the case study, one of the question what people were asking was, imagine there is a health niche, doctors and like clinic owners, like basically they have studied so hard, MBBS degree like 5 years, MD or MS 2 3 years, and still they are hardly making 1 or 2 or 3 lakhs per month, right? Even after studying more, what they have to basically do to exponentially improve their income by 10x by using AI? Should they create content courses? Some have that fear what other people will think, or like why should I create content? They have deep desire, I need to do something, but something is stopping them. How they have to go about as an AI ecosystem partner, what we need to tell them?
Yeah. You mean this advice is only for the doctors
Yeah,
or only?
doctors and clinic owners, they are like, especially they're like the best, they are the toppers, they had the best marks, 10 CGPA in the school, they have studied really hard, right? Best rank in the CET, the NEET, everything, right?
Yeah, one of my
Academic
friend
education.
told me this quote, best doesn't win, best known wins. So you
Yeah.
might be the best doctor, but you will not win if you're not known for your best things that you do. And best could happen organically by, word of mouth. Sometimes it doesn't happen. If you are only able to make 3 to 4 lakh rupees as a doctor and not able to serve more people and you're full in your calendar, that means you could do serve to a better client, right? Like, you could try and get a job in US or any other country and go there and you do the same amount of surgeries, solve the same problem, you make more money. And someone like you will solve the problem here in India, right? So I know it's a little controversial, but if you're a doctor, you're making 3 lakhs, your calendar is full, how can you make more money? Like the only way that you could make more money is literally serving people with little more care. Like here, you're doing 10 surgeries in India per, let's say, week, and you do 4 surgeries, 5 surgeries in US, you make 10 times more.
Mm.
Right. If you're really passionate about being in India and serving Indian clients or whatever it is, okay, you be here, serve, and be okay with 3 lakh rupees and see alternative sources of income. That's one way. Or you go to US. That's second way. But I would always choose to be in India, be in your hometown, be with more passion and see more ways to make money, right? Like, for example, a doctor will also create content on social media. A doctor will get more trust instantly than someone who's
Influencer, some
talking,
random
yeah, some
influencer.
influencer, right? So nowadays I see a lot of dermatologists making Instagram reels. I see
Yeah.
all kind of doctors are making content, right? Even Dr. Paul, like from
Yeah.
US, he came and
Yes, yes,
all
I
of that.
met him last month in the Chennai Nila
Yeah,
Palace.
amazing, right? Like you
Very
see,
funny way one can actually create it, right?
yeah. So if you're a doctor and become a creator, you will double your income instantly in 6 months or
Mm.
1 year, depending upon how consistently you do content. Right. If
Absolutely.
you're a doctor and a podcaster, podcasting with other amazing doctors in the industry, serving the market, talking to literally the beginners who are willing to learn, you could make money. So see that. Or if you are a business minded, like you want to start business, go start a clinic, understand AI. Now you do half doctor practice and half business practice, right? You understand the skills of business, you understand AI, start a clinic, use AI in every way you can, and scale it from clinic. So, but if you want to make more money serving the same client when your calendar is full, that's humanly impossible to do. So you have to either cut your time by half and start a business, or start content marketing, like creating content and stuff, or create programs helping clients. A lot of doctors, let's say you have a thyroid, they give you a medicine and that is done. But what if there is a doctor where you're saying, I'm a doctor, you don't need a medicine to delete your thyroid from your body. I will give you a program which is costing 40,000, 50,000 rupees a year, that will not need you to take a medicine and do all the transformation with just food and exercise and diet. And you maybe need to take a little bit of supplements and couple of medicines very occasionally.
Mm.
Like if a doctors can think not to treat symptoms by giving just medicines to just solve the problem instantly by solving the symptom. Instead, they could create a program, a transformational program with an online or virtual or offline programs where they transform people not just with the medicine but with an advice, with the mindset, with information, knowledge, and stuff. That will make more money to doctors, and that will give more fulfillment also to doctors. Like instead of giving diabetes tablets, give them a transformational journey with diet. Learn about diet, learn about marketing, learn about AI, create programs. So you are not serving that 10 people initially that you're able to do per week. You are indirectly creating content, creating courses that are serving 10,000 people per week at a much more deeper level, and you're also making money. They're also transforming much more deeper level. So doctors should think this way.
Absolutely. Love that analogy, what you told. Like we can make 10x more, right, by not just focusing offline back-to-back consultation through content. Someone from Kanyakumari or like Jammu also can watch it from a village or a gully or like a city. And one more big question, what I have, Avinash, is many doctors are more like a introverts. They're not extroverts. Camera phobia. They always have little bit shy, right? Like speaking in front of camera. How to overcome that fear? జనాలు ఏమనుకుంటారు లోక్ క్యా సమझेंगे, that's the biggest fear, right? I think
Yeah.
public speaking, even
Yeah.
compared to death also, people fear that. How to
Yeah.
overcome
So
it?
you have to ask this question. Is my goals important? Is my life important? Is my fulfillment important? Or what people kahenge is more important? If you are living life of fearing others, that means you're living their life. You are living life with their definitions. They define life in certain way and they have their restrictions and rules, and you are falling prey for those rules that they created just so that people like you don't grow beyond a point, right? So they created these rules to destroy you, and you are now falling prey for the very rules that they created unconsciously to destroy you. So you
Yes.
say me. So if you're creating content, yes, people will say so many things, but do you care about them more or yourself more? At like when you're 70, 80, 90, 100 or 100, 150 on your deathbed, would you feel bad that you didn't make content in your 30s or 40s? Or will you feel bad that you made content and you made people disappoint in yourself in
Hmm.
your deathbed, looking back? 99.9% or 100% of the people will be proud that they made content without caring what people will think. Sometimes these people are your own family members. That's okay. So just resistance, right? The life that you want, the life that you have. The only difference between these two is resistances that you have. And every resistance can be addressed by just doing it anyways. You have resistance of doing content. Shoot content and don't post for 6 months. You get more better at it. And then don't give a damn about what people think and post for a few months. People might think something about you, but the difference between a successful person and person who is not very successful is that persistence to fail, to get bad reviews. Do you think Apple, a $1 trillion company, doesn't have unhappy customers?
Definitely, they have so many unhappy customers
In
too.
fact, I am also one of the unhappy customers sometimes when things doesn't go, but I'll still use Apple only,
Yeah.
right? Tesla, $1 trillion company probably right now, still have unhappy customers. You
Yeah.
will have unhappy people, unhappy customers in your business and your life too. That's completely okay. They are unhappy not because of you, they are unhappy because of themselves.
Hmm.
Right? They have definitions and they expect other people to make them happy. That's a wrong way to be happy. That's the wrong definition that they have. When you know that they have wrong definitions and you still want to accompany their definitions and follow their definitions, that means you don't have life. You are just a slave for those rules that they kept to destroy you unconsciously.
Absolutely, absolutely. Love that. And Avinash, can AI help to find a life partner as well for all the AI agency owners? We help them with the business, the professional, right? When it comes down to personal life, can it help to choose the right life partner? I was recently seeing someone using the reel on the reels where he's asking some question in ChatGPT. This girl replied to me this question. What should I reply? And that girl is using perplexity. Both AI is like guiding and they are answering to each other.
Yeah, I don't think you should use AI in personal conversations 99.9% of the time. Maybe 1% when you're extremely confused, you could use AI as a brainstorming partner. The reason is if you are not conscious about your own relationship and taking help of someone else, that means you're not conscious enough, and you will not have a lot of growth in the relationship. The question is whether not AI can help or not. The question is whether can you help yourself in your relationship, right? So yeah,
Hmm.
so just help yourself, be more conscious about yourself, be more conscious and mindful about your own relationship. I think things will get better if you just pay focus and give some energy.
Absolutely, absolutely love that. And Avinash, tell us about your book, right? How to Win, right? What inspired you to write the book, and what will you tell others also why they have to grab this book, right? That's first thing question. And second question is like for the aspiring people who were planning to write a book, right? Most people are like procrastinating since years. Today, if they have to write a book, what is your thought process? How they have to go about with so many AI tools and everything?
Yeah, I wrote this book just because I felt the impact that I could create with a book is more than any other formats, right? So it's
Yeah,
like a very it could reach to millions of people if that goes ahead.
absolutely.
So
Someone can throw an visiting card, but someone will not never throw a book in a dustbin.
exactly. So that's what I thought of doing it, and that's why I wrote it. And if you are a writer right now, want to write a book, this is like the easiest time with all the available AI tools. So don't procrastinate. Just, stop procrastinating. And, maybe if you're a procrastinator, I have a book recommendation called The War of Art by
Hmm.
Stephen, Pressfield.
Hmm.
Okay, so just read that book, understand the resistances that you have, understand how to get rid of these resistances, and then all of it. I would easily say buy my book, but I'm saying don't buy my book. Instead, buy the resistances book, which is like, the War of Art, and then buy my book. Or maybe buy both, but read that first. Because all the advices that I give will only be followed more appropriately without any resistance when you know what are your resistances and how to get rid of them very well versed before my book. So read that book first and then get to How to Win with AI. That's like the best book I've ever read.
Absolutely. Love that. Amazing. Congratulations for the book launch. I think you launched it with your mentor, Siddharth Rajshekhar, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Amazing. Love that. It's available on Amazon, right?
Yeah, it's available. How to Win with
Okay.
AI. You could probably give them link
Yes,
after in the
I'll
description.
drop that in the description, guys. You can all grab the book because the more you learn, the more you grow, and that's how the top 1% knowledge like you'll be able to get. And Avinash, what are your favorite tools? Without that, you cannot live. Like for a typical human being, without oxygen, we can't live. Plants
Yeah.
cannot live without carbon dioxide. For you, what's it?
Two tools for me is ChatGPT
Mm,
and Notebook LM.
Mm. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm loving the notebook element. It is able to create such good all the podcasts, the summaries, the
Yeah.
images, right? Previously, I still remember I used to tell my team member to watch the podcast, take notes, and send me. Now, within minutes, we can do it, and we can also do so many functions in it, right? Like from the
Yeah.
voice to like
Yeah.
video to different languages, and we can also go and ask some questions also, right? And even one idea what I got is like even if one has to write the book, if they have ton of podcasts, they can just go and put in notebook LM, convert into like picture format and make it as a book, right?
Yeah.
Because most of the books have very less pictures,
Yeah.
and book with lot of pictures and frameworks, people are going to love it.
True. True. Agreed.
Absolutely. And Avinash, are you ready for like a rapid round where I'll ask you like one liner questions?
Sure.
Awesome. Um, um, One belief people must delete from their mind if they want to succeed like 10x exponentially in this AI era.
They have to delete uh, uh, doubting themselves. Like everyone is a genius. So believing that you are not a genius is the belief that you have to delete. Every single one is a genius. You just have to believe you're a genius and act upon it. That's it.
Yep. We just have to know our strength. Are we like a rabbit or like tortoise or like giraffe or like lion? Everybody is good at what they are doing.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. And what is the habit that improves the income in the fastest time possible if they adopt?
Discipline and learning how to learn and learning more.
Hmm. Love that. And what are the 1 to 3 books which changed your life completely, which you'll recommend everyone who is watching?
The War of Art that I've just said is one book, and other book could be. mm, I'm just thinking. Other book, I know it's rapid fire. Trilogy by Russell Brunson, Traffic
Yeah.
Secrets and All the Secrets,
Short form secret.
and trilogy by
Alex
let's
Armstrong.
say Alex Hormozy.
Wow, awesome. And who are the 3 mentors who shaped you where you are today right now? Avinash is like these are the 3 most important pillars if you were to tell.
My mom, Siddharth Rajshekhar, who helped me in entire education business. And I would also say um, I was only exposed to Tony Robbins in the last 1 month, but I could already see a lot of change in me in my thinking pattern. Yeah, like it's not like massive yet because I've just started with him, but I could already see the changes I got because of attending his programs. One program is actually for 6 days. I already see the changes in me a little bit already. So yeah, I would say, yeah, but if I have to add one more on top of this, I would say who are like, and a lot of friends that helped me, all of that. But mentor, yeah, I think, yeah, Pena, Houseway Pena is the one who introduced me to Instagram, right?
He's from
So,
Vietnam or like US that guy is?
he's from Dominican Republic, but
Ah.
is in US, right? Yeah.
Yep, yep. Amazing. And agency or like SaaS or like which scales more faster or like coaching or consultation?
Passion scales faster. Whatever you are passionate about in this three, you really want to build a software and help, or if you want to really help direct businesses. So it's not about the money. All three can make you $1 billion if you really want it. There are Deloitte. Deloitte is an agency, a tech agency, right?
Yeah.
Ultimately, a consulting firm is also an agency, right? So it's a $1 billion company. Stripe.
KPMG, EY, all
Yeah,
these companies.
yeah. Stripe is a product, a
Hmm.
$1 billion company, and engineering products. Tesla, a $1 trillion company. Essentially, Apple is also $1 trillion company. So you see, all three agencies, SaaS or education consulting, all can make billion. Tony Robbins is a billionaire. He's educator, right? So everything can make you $1 billion and rich and happy. Everything can make you rich, but the passion in any one of these three, by probably experimenting all three. will make you happy rich, happy billionaire. Yeah.
Absolutely love that. And what is the biggest mistake you would have done in your life which will tell others not to do it, right? Some of the most costliest, expensive mistakes.
Hmm, I won't say whatever I did in my life is a mistake. But if you think whatever you did is a mistake, you'll always treat it as a mistake, but you will not treat it as a learning. If you could make the worst things in your life as the best things in your life, if you could make your worst day of your life as the best day of your life by learning the lesson behind it, it will never be a mistake. It's just learning. So yeah, I would not say I've did a lot of mistakes, but I would say I've been in a lot of situations that taught me a lot of things. I can only give advices, but all the advices that I gave in this particular podcast are from the mistakes once
Yeah.
upon a time that I did. Yeah.
Absolutely. Love that. And Avinash, how do you keep your spiritual and like business and like personal and professional life all like balanced, right? Because like Swadharma and like what you were telling, right? Like having the balance of everything is very important. Imagine if one gets lot of success, lot of fame, if the other aspects like relationships, spirituality is not there, then also they won't feel like happiness, contentment, right? Some
I would
billionaires.
not say I was like I would be lying if I say I'm managing right in every area. There will be seasons in life where you will concentrate more in your business and other areas will see a temporary hit. And you should be okay for it,
Mm,
right? It's you should be okay for it for temporarily, but not like a sustained time. So let's say you do the business, you fix everything, and then you go to relationship, you fix everything, and you should go to other area. Right. So that's what I personally believe. At least you don't have to manage everything. Okay to kind of not manage sometimes and feel that everything will be slowly be good. So for if you feel you're not able to manage more, you will be under stress, and that stress will be, creating more drama and trauma.
mm,
So it's okay. I am not a great manager of all things right now, but I'm not guilty of me being a bad manager of my all areas of my life because I'm learning. Like I can only learn from the things or mistakes that I do. So as long as I have ability to learn quickly and implement and take action without any resistance, I would be okay to do a lot of mistakes in my life.
no, that wonderful. And define success in like one line if you were to define what is success.
Success is having achievement and fulfillment in every area of your life.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Amazing. And Avinash, for everyone who is watching this podcast, it was almost like a 2 hours incredible masterclass about going about how to start an AI agency, the AI, the future, and everything. What is the action step? Like you will tell everyone how they have to basically go about in order to implement, because as you have trained over 10,000 plus people, what makes someone like the top 1% executor and millionaire, what they have to do, how they have to go about implementing the knowledge, whatever you have shared.
Uh, can you come again if you don't mind?
Yeah, my question is, what is the 1%, like what is the 1% people, what they do, right? Like you have coached so many people, right, in your
Yeah,
life.
yeah.
Many people procrastinate, don't take action, don't implement. Even Tony Robbins tells, right? 97% people don't implement, they just watch information, they forget like a movie. Now, how one has to basically go about implementing in order to really grow to like next level?
Yeah, reading this book, The War of Art, and not procrastinating on reading that book. If you read that book, understand what is resistance and how to deal with it. So you will have less resistance to implement things that I've just told in the particular podcast. So it's just about being more conscious about everything that you do in your life, being more mindful, being more spiritual, so that you have clarity, you have depth that leads to better decision making, right? So you have to understand spirituality and you have to understand resistances. So if you could go in depth to spirituality, and if you remember the triangle I've just talking about, Swadharma and AI, the top 50% layer is spirituality. But
Hmm.
the thing with spirituality is that it's not an easy thing. You can't be spiritual and understand everything about yourself in like 10 minutes of meditation a day for 10, let's say 10 months, right? It takes a lot of sadhana for you to reach a state where you're absolutely conscious about every neuron in your body. That would probably take, for few people, it takes decades. And for few people, even after decades, they don't get there.
Yep.
Right. So the right mentor, spiritual mentor, and right sadhana, right techniques also matters for you to reach that conscious state faster. So you can't be 100% conscious about yourself like anytime soon. So I would say start the spiritual practices to be more conscious, better than yesterday, while investing on personality development programs that will immediately help you to get you more conscious about yourself. It's
Hmm.
like a little shortcut. But this shortcut without the long-term sadhana will also not work. So you have to be a little more spiritual, every month on every day daily basis, and understand more conscious, more meditation. And spirituality is not devotionality, it's not praying to your favorite god. It's sorry, it's not only devotionality. Spirituality is not only devotionality. Being devotional is one amazingly proven and accepted form to be more spiritual, but that's not the only form. There are hundreds of things that you could do. So, for people to take action on the information that we've just discussed, they have to be more spiritual. They have to understand resistances. They have to understand and get into personality development programs. So that way, they'll have trifactor, like we discussed in the beginning.
Yeah.
Three things that they could do parallelly to have more action taking in their life.
Absolutely, absolutely wonderful. I love that. And Avinash, in future, if I'm organizing not just a virtual event like a physical offline event in Bangalore, would you be interested to come and serve as a speaker to all the people?
Sure, sure. You let me know at that point of time. Definitely, I'll try my best.
Absolutely amazing. Avinash, thank you so much for sharing your incredible wisdom with all of us at the Real Knowledge Club and how you felt the podcast was. And yeah, we have
Amazing,
to.
amazing questions. I love, the way you asked all of your questions. I think this could be easily one of my best English podcasts that I've given this year. One of the best, yes.
So thank you so much. Thank you for the kind words. And everyone who is watching this, do share it with your friend, tag your friends, cousins, team members, and even if your children, if they want to grow to like next level, do share it with them. Let's make a world a better place to live. And also do grab Avinash's book, right? I'll put the link in the description. How to win with AI, right? Because AI is not optional, right? You have to go with it, right? If you go without it, you will become obsolete. It's like in the olden days, people were telling, I'll use the touch, like the keyboard phone. Now it's almost nobody's using the keyboard phone, right? Everybody is using the touch screen. And that is what adopting, being curious, being learning is the most important. And wish you all a very happy and prosperous 2026. Any last advice, Avinash, for all the people who want to become millionaires in this 2026?
I just think they just have to rewatch this podcast second time if possible and take all the to-do lists, not learnings, but the things that they have to do. So that way they will do all the things and they get all the things that they want.
Absolutely. And guys, you can also drop in the comment section what is your one or two or three biggest takeaway learning. If we get like more people like commenting, more learning, and we may also come up with the part two also. Are you okay with it, Avinash?
Yeah, that let's do it in person. Like you come to
Yeah,
Hyderabad or something like that.
absolutely.
So we could do it in our studio.
Yeah, absolutely. Guys, thank you so much everyone for watching once again. Thank you, Avinash, and wishing you everyone lot of exponential success. Let's make a world a better place to live and everything. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Akshay.
Thank you. Thank you so much for watching this podcast. We all know AI is the future. It's not anymore. It's not tomorrow. Right now, the people who are using AI left, right, and center are the people who are growing to that next level. If you are a business owner where you're making more than $100,000, or like you have a big problem and you want AI to help you in like sales or like marketing or like operation, just book your call with us and I will tell you exactly how I can help you like streamline me and my team, how we can help you grow your business exponentially to like next level. Seats are very limited. We are just looking to work with some handful companies and like people who we truly believe we can help them grow exponentially. If not, we'll tell you honestly, we cannot work with you and we will tell you other alternative, right? Looking forward to serve you and looking forward to partner with some great companies and people and help them go to like next level. And once again, everyone, thank you so much for watching. Have a phenomenal day.